Hello there, this is Mr. Rusty, and I'm walking along a nice little stream. It's in a kind of a park area. Maybe you can hear the water. It always has kind of a calming effect. I always like walking along little streams, and like going out to bodies of water of any kind, really. Always feel a little more calm around them. Although, I've never been out in the ocean during a major storm, so that's a completely different story altogether. And that's a story that I have yet to partake of. But I'm sure, I don't know, maybe one day I'll have that wondrous experience. But until then, water is always very calming to me. So, when I like to go out on my walks, I like to go to areas that have like a lake or a pond, a stream. That's what I enjoy doing. I'm going to be honest with you, I have two problems while making videos, whether it is a audio video like this or another type of video, and that is that I'm actually kind of shy. So when I'm walking the trails and there's somebody walking by, I have a tendency to click stop, because I don't know, I'm just shy. I think it's kind of odd. Somebody sees somebody else just talking to themselves, even though I'm not. I mean, I'm talking to a recording device for other people to listen to. My other issue is I'm just a major critic of myself. I'm the biggest critic for myself. So I have a tendency to just delete something if I phrase a sentence in a certain way and it's like, oh, I could have phrased that differently. Then I just hit stop and I delete the recording right away. It's a habit that I need to stop. And realistically, it would help out if I actually had a script. I do have some notes today, a few little notes, so I think I'm getting better. But I mainly wanted to mention today, if you can hear me over the airplane and the little goose who's honking and flying by, the various fitness channels that I actually enjoy. I have stumbled into multiple fitness channels thanks to the YouTube related video sidebars. What happens is I will actually make a video, and after I type everything in, so that people can, hopefully find my videos, and everything else, there's a sidebar, a related sidebar of the video that I just made, based on the information I type in, and based on the title of the video. So it's related videos. I click on those and I watch them. And sometimes I go and find a channel that's actually excellent. The individuals are well educated. They have personal stories, things that worked for them, as well as perhaps, sharing some stories of clients or patients that they've had if they're a doctor. And these individuals, they're not there to try to sell some kind of a gimmick. They're not trying to sell some kind of equipment. They're not trying to sell some additional program that they are in charge of, and YouTube is just kind of a way to rake in the customers. These channels have really awesome information that I've been searching for, and if I had just found out this correct information a couple years ago, I would have been where I wanted to be so long ago, I feel. I stumbled into incorrect mistakes that are very common. The mistakes of stumbling into the diet plans that aren't really diet plans at all. Just walk down the aisle, and instead of drinking a sugar soda, you drink a diet soda. And you might buy a TV dinner that says nutrition on it, or it might have the word lean on it, or it might have the word low on it. And just because it says those words doesn't mean that it's actually going to help you lose weight. There are substitutions in the food and beverages that add sweetness to the food and adds color to the food to make it appear more appetizing than it actually is. And what these additives do is they actually slow down everything. And so, if I only would have found those wondrous fitness channels that actually told it like it was, and gave the information for free without offering any kind of an additional plan or whatever. Well, here are some of them. These people might have their own personal websites, and they might have some kind of a business on the side. And maybe to some degree their channel helps bring in some additional clients. However, they give so much free information that it really just kind of outweighs any kind of scheme of getting in some more customers or whatever, some more clients, more patients, what have you. So the first channel that I really want to mention right now is Psychetruth. I spelled Psychetruth. Psychetruth. There are multiple people who run the channel. They have multiple credentials within the channel. They all work in some field of what I would probably call public health. I will go into greater detail in another video of what their actual credentials are. But the people who run this channel are educated, and they will tell you what is good, what is bad, what to stay away from, and what to add to your diet. And it's all free to you. You just have to click on the video and watch it, start to finish. And if you're totally okay with watching kind of a longer video, every Wednesday and every Thursday, the Psychetruth people actually have live chats at 5 p.m. Central Time. I personally have not ever participated directly with the live chat. However, I do click on the video after it is officially loaded to YouTube. So usually what I do is I actually watch the Wednesday video Wednesday night, and I watch the Thursday video Thursday night. You can watch them whenever you want, or if you want to watch or participate in the live chat, it's 5 p.m. Central Time. So keep in mind that is Central Time. So if you do not live in the Central Time Zone, remember 5 p.m. for the Central Time Zone is going to be different for you. So do some calculations to figure out when that is. It will last about an hour, maybe a little more. I think they're usually like an hour, 10 minutes most of the time. I think they try to keep it at an hour, but it's just, there's so many questions and they're becoming more and more popular. And they generally, they really want to help. They actually want to help you, whoever you are, and whatever you're trying to do. Whether it's losing weight, or just being a little more healthy, or if you're trying to gain muscle. The channel is for everybody. So that's the main channel that I would recommend to everybody. Another channel that I would recommend if you're trying to become a buff dude is the channel called Buff Dudes. And again, I will gladly go into detail of who the buff dudes are, but I will say this, that even if you're not trying to become super buff, there's some good quality information in there of how to slim down. Because part of getting, like six-pack abs and building muscle and having those muscles kind of shine through a little more is to reduce the fat. So the diet information given in this particular channel is going to aid in reducing the fat and supporting and strengthening your personal muscles. So even if you're not trying to become a buff dude, there's some good information there. I enjoy the humor, the graphics they use, and the noises they use. It definitely reminds me of the Double Dragons video game for the original NES way back in the day. If you're too young to remember the good old days of Double Dragons, you won't get the reference that they're trying to push, but that doesn't matter. It's just for the sake of making it more fun so that you can watch videos start to finish. I'm going to be honest with you, there are plenty of other channels where it's good quality information, but the guys are kind of long-winded and they might have a marker board and they kind of go into great detail about fat cells, this, that, and the other, and without humor it gets boring and it's more like a college course. Or if you're into college courses, there are plenty of videos that do that. But Buff Dudes is a fun and informative channel, so go check that out. There is another channel that is a little more serious that I watch on a very regular basis, mainly because the man behind the channel, or channels I should say, really inspires me. His personal story of where he came from and where he's going, and his desire to help people out, and upload videos on YouTube on a very regular basis. He answers questions. I should just drop the names right now. So the guy I'm talking about is Elliott Hulse. He is in charge of the Strength Camp channel, as well as the Elliott Hulse channel. For the most part, I watch the Strength Camp video. Watch those videos more often. The Elliott Hulse videos are really more geared towards personal, like, emotion, and kind of personal, psychological, just staying good and balanced psychologically as well as emotionally. And then the channel, his Strength Camp channel, is more about the exercises that he totally recommends for bulking up, becoming more muscular, but he also has some good diet tips as well. One of the main tips that I really enjoyed from him was the fact that sometimes your body kind of goes into hibernation. It doesn't really want to work out anymore. And it's at that moment that you really need to strengthen your mind, to strengthen your brain, strengthen that muscle. So maybe you're not like really doing some intense workouts anymore, but maybe you're actually doing other types of exercise. Maybe you're just going on a nice little walk like I'm doing right now, and maybe during that walk you go ahead and you have an audiobook playing on your MP3 player. And I've done that in these trails, and that's what I will be doing later when I'm trying not to make some silly video. This individual, Elliott Hulse, he does have a tendency to curse every now and again, add a little spice to his language. But if you're able to look past that and just, mainly look at what he's really talking about and drink in the good information that he's trying to share with you. He's very intense and he really inspires. On the Strength Camp channel, I feel like he's more like a drill sergeant. He's like really like in your face, even though he's on a video screen. But it feels that way, and some people need that. And then his Elliott Hulse channel, like I said, it's kind of like dealing with your personal life outside of the diet, outside of the exercise, to make sure that you keep going so you can continue on your journey with the diet and exercise. There are other channels that I do watch, but just not as often. So these are the main channels that I watch on a regular basis. I just want to, give a shout out to those people because they have helped me along the way, aside from the information I have received from Jorge Cruz and Gary Taubes from their books. So feel free to check those out. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to buy a book. Information is free. Just watch the videos. So thanks again for walking and talking with me, or maybe just sitting in the chair, I don't care. But I wish you the very best of luck with your personal weight loss goals, as well as anything else you're trying to do, your ambitions in life. Just keep on going. Even if you fall back a little bit, just remember what your goal is and keep going for it. Sometimes things get in the way, but deciding to quit is the ultimate stop to your personal goal. If you quit, then you don't achieve. So even if you've hit a little bit of a block, know that you can either go around it, climb over it, or break through it. In either case, I wish you the best of luck with that, and have yourself a wonderful day. Bye-bye.